Welcome back to another episode of Love Through a Prism. So in the previous one, we got to see a lot of things happening because we had 2 episodes in a row, but basically it was focused around Catherine mostly and the relationship between Catherine and, of course, Lily. And it was really cool. I really liked it. Lily, or I would say Catherine, is a really cool character. I hope we get to see more of her. It seems like she has been changing over the course of, you know, just talking with Lily and stuff like that, and Lily drawing her portrait and stuff. So it's really cool to see. And also at the end of the episode, we saw Kit kind of like confessing and Lily overhearing it, right? Because he was talking to Catherine and he blurted out, you know, that he might like Lily. He doesn't know for sure, and Lily overheard that. She ran away, he saw her, he ran after her, and we ended the episode. So let's see what's gonna happen from there. So if you wanna watch this, uncut and blur is also on Patreon in the description. Let's go into Love Through a Prism, episode 9. Twelve years ago, at the Church family's main residence. In their first meeting. He was always like that. Mmm. It is sloppy. He can't hold himself back, you know? Mmm. You know, I wonder, it seems like she was talking about making dresses here as, you know, something that she likes to do. So in the future, obviously with Lily, she said that she doesn't have any hobbies, anything that she does for fun. I wonder if she did have like some kind of interest in like making dresses and stuff, but I'm guessing she had to kind of like put it aside to, you know, be the head of the family and stuff. Or a suitable fiance for Kit. Uh-huh. Lily.
確かめなきゃ。
A gradation of talent and effort. Oh, I want to see this. How's this gonna go down? That's cute. Oh, yo, what's up?
ピーター、何してるの？こんなところで。リリは？私は。
Wow, no reaction from him.
それ、どうしたの？俺、何をしているんだろうな。好きなことを好きなだけ学ぶためにセントトーマスに来た。絵を描くのが好きだった。けど今は描くたびに自分が嫌になってくる。
He's in a slump.
才能がない。
Yeah.
そんなことないよ。ピーターはみんなから尊敬されてるし、絵もすごく上手だよ。私、ピーターの絵が。大丈夫だよ、リリー。心配してくれてありがとう。少し気が弱くなってただけさ。明日にはケロッとしてるよ。帰る。ピーター。ピーター、どうしちゃったんだろう。
Here we go. Oh, Catherine? Is it Catherine? Yep. What's up, Rebecca? I love that relationship. She had no idea. Aww. Aww. I like how taken aback even Catherine was about this. She didn't want to say that. Oh.
これまで必死に頑張ってきたのよ。お裁縫も嫌いだった先生の授業も全部
Mm.
そのためだけに生きてきたの。それなのに、なぜあの銀のユリは、シルバーリリーはあなたを選んだの？どうして私ではなかったの？答えて！ごめんなさい。キャサリンさんが怒るのも無理はないです。あの日、キッドは私に同情してくれただけだと思います。決して深い意味なんかなくて。あのドレスはキャサリンさんが着るべきだったんです。キャサリンさんのように華やかで気品のある方こそがあの美しいドレスにふさわしい。そもそも私のような人間が浮かれて踊っていい場所じゃなかったんです。ほんとバカですよね。そんな話を聞きに来たんじゃないわ。あなた、キッドをどう思っているの？それってどういう。これまで財産目当てで彼に近づく女は5万といた。もしあなたもそうだとしたら
She's not.
許さないから。私は初めてギャラリーでキッドの絵を見たとき、不思議な感じがしたんです。なんというか、言葉ではうまく説明できないんです
As
け
much
ど。
as, the situation here is really, could be really alien the way that they're explaining the entire thing, right? You can't really necessarily relate to someone who's like an aristocrat, really from a really fit, rich family and stuff like that. The way that they're describing it feels so relatable with like her being like, this dress is all that I worked for my entire life. Basically saying, the love that from Kit is all I ever wanted because that would give me the dress, right? And then you came along and you just swooped them up right away. Kind of like talking about how, you can't really force any kind of love. It's really cool. I feel like they made such a interesting concept that isn't necessarily directly relatable into such a relatable thing by, making this kind of situation happen. It's so cool, right? Of like, unrequited love. You're friends with someone for many, many, many years, probably childhood friends for decades at this point, and then someone just comes along and they steal that person from you. Yeah. She has every right to be extremely, extremely upset, envious, and sad about it, right? Obviously, I don't think Lily is at fault, but still.
私にないものばかりなんです。迷いがないというか、潔くて品があるのに、けれんみがあって、多分、憧れてるんです。彼の絵に。次はどんな絵を描くんだろう。どんな色を使うんだろうって。気がつくと、彼の絵のことばかり考えてる。あなた。でも、絵以外はめちゃくちゃですよね。ほんと、いつも振り回されっぱなしで大変です。でも、なぜか放っておけないんですよね。でも変な意味じゃないですよ。目を離すとすぐ問題を起こすので仕方なくです。あと、口悪すぎなんですよね。あれ、本人に全く悪意がないところが問題で、今は絵が上手いから許されてますけど、社会に出たらそんな甘くはいよくなかったわ。もう結構。あなた、キッドが好きなのね。
She's understanding what she's saying. She knows how she feels. I don't even think Lily knows how she feels though. Yeah, I don't think Lily realizes. That's a dead mouse.
今日はここで失礼するわ。キャサリンさん、肖像画の件なんですけど。そうだ。肖像画、やっぱり描いてもらうことにしたわ。え？あんな下手くそな絵でも、少しだけ愛着が湧いてきたからね。
That's so cute.
じゃあ、早速明日にでも。そりゃ無理ね。もうエンフィールドに戻らないといけないから。じゃあ、仕上げはどうす
Whoa, yes! I want to see that!
相変わらず私の予定は聞く。なんですって
I want to see it. That's gonna be a fun arc
話に乗らないこと
or
で
episode.
言っておきますけど、それで許されたと思わないでよ。いつでもあなたのことを見張っているからね。エレッサ、貸して。はい。
God, the relationship is so fun.
なんだったの。
Catherine was such a cool addition to the story.
キッドが好きなのね。
Read you like a book.
もう眠れないよ。
Oh, I can't wait. I hope we get to see at least an episode of Lily going over to their residence.
眠い。
She couldn't sleep.
通りよ。失礼失礼。リリー、大丈夫？大丈夫。大丈夫じゃないよね。もう肖像画の仕事終わったんでしょ？なんでまた目の下にクマ作ってんの？いや、実はまだ完全には終わって。
Finishing touches.
また毎日呼び出されてるの？それはなくなったけど。ならいいけどさ。リリは本当に人がいいっていうか、なんというか。あ、そうだ。聞いた？今回の高評会、シンが1位を取ったって。
Ooh,
本当に？アジア出身者で初の快挙だって。す
congrats.
ごい、すごい、すごい。どうしたリリー？ キッド。何？おはよう。今日は珍しく一人なのね。あれ？ あれ？
He's lost in thought.
キッドと何かあったの？ないない。何もない。ってね。クリア。
Open book. She's most certainly an open book. Wears her heart on the sleeve.
あれ？聞かれちまったか。好きだって。ま、そういうこと。ないないない。ユリのドレスを着たくらいで、その気になって。あ、ありえる。ちょっとリリー。なんでもないよ。大丈夫。まあいいけど。シンの件だけどさ、今晩パブでお祝いしようってジョフリーが。
Yes.
わかった。パブだね。リリはまだ行ったことない場所。
Joffrey always just going to the pub every single
ゴー
day.
ルドダッチスってとこなんだけど、大英博物館の近くにあって、この学院の生徒は授業終わりに行く人が多いんだよね。じゃあ改めて、シン1位おめでとう。乾杯。乾杯。みんな。
What, wait, what was that? Wait, what does that say? In the reign of Charles II and continued successfully in the reigns of James II. Wow. Holy. So it started in what, 16 something? Okay. Oh my goodness. The Old Duchess. That's why it's called the Old Duchess, I guess. Damn, it has all the kings that it reigned through. That's crazy. George III, 17. Oh, okay. 1760. Okay. That's cool.
みんなありがとう。しかしほんとすげえよな。さすがシン。あの彫刻、もう買い手がついたって話だよ。前途洋々じゃない。ありがたいことにね。シン、おめでとう。同じ日本人として本当に誇らしい。ありがとう。ちょっと実験的な作品だったから不安もあったけど、思い切ってチャレンジしてよかったよ。確かに、あのアプローチの仕方は初めて見たな。
Ooh. Ethnic feel.
脳が鍛れてるけど、要するに美人だったってだけでしょ。でも、あの絹の質感は驚いたわ。何のきつかったんだ？ホーリーウッドだよ。油分が多くて仕上げが大変だった。手応え感じてるって言ってたよね。本当によかった。いや、まだまだだ。本当すごいな。転入して日が浅いのに、もうギャラリーに作品が飾られるなんてさ。おい、どうしたピーター、暗い顔して。せっかくの気楽で。お前も彫刻家の端くれだろ。後から来た者に先を越されて悔しさはないのか。何それ。俺はただ仲間が。ちょっとどうしたのよ、
Yeah, Peter's definitely going through it.
ピーター。
He's frustrated.
絵を描くたびに正面から突きつけられる。俺は凡人だって。キッドと違う。そんなに思い詰めるなよ。こいつは特別性なんだからさ。いや、だよ。褒め言葉だよ、褒め言葉。俺たちとは持って生まれた才能が違う。それは事実だろ。しょうもな。何？愚痴ってる暇あったら他にやることあるんじゃない？
Ooh.
人の絵をどうこう言う前に、そもそも自分が描きたい絵を描けるかどうかだと思うけどね。多分。ちょっとキッド、そんな言い方。それができれば苦労はしないんだよ。イメージをキャンバスに描き出すことがどれだけ難しいと思ってるんだ。英国有数の名家に生まれ、添付の才にも恵まれ、作品が画壇から称賛の声を浴び続けるクリストファー・チャーチ教には到底わからない悩みなんだろうけどな。それで、イメージを具現化できなくて悩んでるって話なら、単なる技術不足の言い訳にしか聞こえないけど。下手なだけじゃん。ピーター、ちょっとやめて。おい、ピーター、二人とも落ち着けって。ピーター、手を離せ。突然どうしたのよ。下手だから上手くなるためにここで学んでるんじゃないのかよ。俺たちみんな。俺たちだと一緒にするな。お前に俺たちの気持ちがわかるわけない。そもそもなんでそんなに評価にこだわってるんだ。誰かに褒めてほしいからか。くだらない。そんなのに何の意味があるんだよ。評価を得るためだけに絵を描くんだったら、さっさとやめちまえ。
Wow. Wow. Lily. That's Lily, sir.
いい加減にして。あなたには人の心が欠けてるわ。勝手に振り回して傷つけて、それがわからないの。みんな必死に頑張ってるんだよ。それでも思い通りにいかなくて、もがいて苦しんで、それを繰り返して、みんなあなたのようにできるわけじゃないんだよ。人の気持ちを分かろうとしない愚か者に、人と一緒にいる資格なんて
Wow.
ない。
She's also being a bit harsh, but I think this also resonates pretty heavily with Lily. Oh man, that's got me in the feels there. Because of, you know, him being like, you should stop trying to be number one and like try to put everything on there, on your paper and stuff, express yourself through that. I feel like that resonates with Lily as well because, well, she needs to, one of her goals is to be at number one, right? There's a actual reason why she needs to get to the number one spot if she wants to keep pursuing her dream, right? And Kit wouldn't really understand that because Kit can stay here basically even if he isn't number one, right? He doesn't have that kind of restriction that some others have. And him saying, you should stop trying so hard to be number one and stuff like that, I feel like it is something that could bother a lot of people, especially Lily, who is in this kind of position where she needs to care about it a lot, right?
自分の絵をうまいなんて思ったことない。
Mm. No! Oh, thank God we have another episode to watch. That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna go into the next episode in a second, but yeah, this was a really, really cool one, really interesting. So, obviously, the tension between Lily and Kit is very, like, I think it's affecting both of them, especially with Kit. I think Kit is acting very differently, right, than he was before, which is really interesting. So, also, Peter is going through a lot, which kind of created this awkward atmosphere here. I find it really cool how they are showing different people having different perspectives on different things, right? I feel like Kit definitely thinks way differently than a lot of the other people there. And I think that is mostly because of his circumstances and how, he was born into this kind of wealthy position, wealthy and powerful position. So obviously his mindset is going to be different from others. He is still, I think he is genuinely trying to, you know, like he isn't necessarily trying to be inconsiderate or anything along those lines, but I just think his circumstances made him this way, where his perspective on things is very different from the people who have struggled to even get to this point where they can be at that academy, right? Who haven't been granted an easy, like, free position in this academy from the get-go because of how they were born. They had to struggle for it. They had to, put in a lot of effort to even get to this point, to the starting point where kids started off at, right? And even then, it's only like one part of the starting point that kids started off at. Kid has so many other things that he also gained by just spawn diff, right? So I find it really interesting how they are showing that he is, his mindset is just going to be different because of that, because of his circumstances. I really like that. I really, really like that. Also, as I said earlier, him saying, you shouldn't try to be number one and stuff like that. I do think that's very interesting because of he is in a position where he can afford to say that, but a lot of the other people aren't. And I just don't think he fully grasps that. And I think he fully believes what he's saying, right? He believes that, you shouldn't strive to be number one. You should strive to, put yourself into your art and all those things, right? And like, show your vision in your art and stuff. Yeah, he fully believes that. But yeah, not everyone can afford to do that. And I don't think he fully grasps that kind of situation, which is really cool. Right? I feel like that's really, really cool. And then also him being like, I never thought my art was like great at any point. I think that's very interesting as well. I think that just goes to show how he just paints to paint, right? And to express himself. I don't think he ever paints to necessarily win awards, to get others people, I guess others people, like compliments from other people and stuff like that, acknowledgement from other people. He's just painting to paint because he wants to paint, because he wants to retain memories with his paintings and stuff. And I think that's very much in line with his character, which is really interesting. Anyway, let's see what's gonna be in the next one. Outlines of triangles. Let's see, episode 10, halfway through the series after this one. It's the halfway point, I believe. I think it's 20 episodes, right? Hmm. And Peter is all. Yeah, that one line was a bit harsh. I think she was a bit caught up in the moment. All the emotions coming out.
めてよ。侍同士ならいろいろわかりやすいこともあるでしょ。俺たち侍じゃないけどね。どっちでもいいからさ、なんとかお願いよ。
Dude, the animation in some of the shots is so nice. That the shading in that shot was so interesting.
わかってる。ピーターに同情したわけじゃない。自分のことを言われてるみたいで。評価を得るためだけに絵を描くんだって。
That's what I said.
やめちまえ。だからって手を挙げるなんて最低だ。リリー。シン、どうしたの？今日はあと帰るだけ？そうだけど。俺、今日道草食う予定なんだけど。道草？そう。よければリリもどう？他に予定がなければ。まあ少しなら。じゃあ決まり。30分後に来うね。あ、そうだ。スケッチブックも忘れずに。あは？
He's trying to cheer her up a bit, help her out. Shin is kind of like the goat, you know?
動物園は初めて？シンはよく来るの？ここ。彫刻の参考のために着々。上野じゃ見れなかった動物も多いから。何これ？鳥？
Penguins!
飛べないけど泳ぐのがとても速いんだって。めちゃくちゃ可愛い。お利口。面白い形してるな。
I love penguins.
大きい。すごい。
Wow. Whoa, they have a lot.
すごい食べっぷりだね。そうだね。
Beware of pickpockets.
ライオン、ライオン、ライオン。
Cute.
近くで見ると怖いけど、少し離れると大きな猫みたいだね。どうしたリリー？集中しすぎて。
She forgot to breathe. You know, that's one thing that I love about like historical media and stuff like that. Whenever they actually utilize the entire fact that nowadays, obviously for us, we've seen every single animal basically almost in existence. You've seen it probably somewhere on the internet and stuff like that. You know what it looks like. But back during like any kind of historical piece, you can utilize the lack of that kind of information because a lot of people during that era when there was no like internet and stuff like that, a lot of people just didn't ever get to see or get familiar with the concept of animals like, let's say, lions. Maybe you would see a picture in like a gallery or something of it, right? But it wouldn't be nearly as widespread and the information about them wouldn't be nearly as widespread as it is today. So just going around and seeing all of these animals like penguins as well, right? Must be... like, it would be such a different experience back then, and I feel like they're doing a really good job at showing that kind of feeling here, right? It's really cool. I love whenever a historical piece of media actually utilizes this.
私いっつも悩みすぎちゃうのよね。早く描けるようになりたいな。そうすればもっとたくさん動物をスケッチできたのに。また来ればいいさ。動物園は逃げない。うん、そうだね。今日は誘ってくれてありがとう。何？瞳に元気が戻った。
Aw.
気を使わせちゃったね。ごめんね。真のお祝いだったのに変な空気にしちゃって。それは全然。ただ、あの時のリリー、ちょっと様子がおかしかったからさ。少し心配してたんだ。最近いろいろあって余裕なくて、ついカーッとなっちゃって。そっか。あの時キッドにひどいこと言っちゃった。 ながら絵を描いているのはピーターじゃなくて私の方。分かってたはずなのに、あの時は自分を止められなくて。キッドはさ、確かに何でも持っている。一流の家から天賦の才、評価にとらわれない自由な心。
But
理想だよね。ピーターの気持ちもわかるよ。俺だって多少キッドに嫉妬する気持ちはあるから。でもあの日のキッドは悪態をつきたかったわけじゃなくて、なんでそんなに評価にこだわってるんだ。
oh yeah, I don't think he was trying to hurt him.
伝えたかったんだと。
Yeah, 100%, I agree.
伝えたかった。何？他人の評価を得るためなんかに自分の好きなことを犠牲にするな。人は皆無意識に評価や名声を得るためだけのレースに固執してしまう。そして気がつくと目的すら見失って闇の中でもがいている。きっとはそんな渦中にいる俺たちを見て伝えずにはいられなかったんじゃないかな。もっと自分らしくあれってさ。ま、方法としては
Yeah.
不器用すぎる。だよね。本当にあいつって。まだ誰にも言ってなかったんだけどさ、卒業したらイタリアに行こうと思って。
Ooh, that's cool.
イタリア？少し前にキッドと大英博物館でミケランジェロを見た。レプリカだったけどね。それでも経験したことないくらいドキドキした。
That's nice, I got inspired by it. That's so
楽しい
cool.
揺さぶられたよ。もっと間近で本物を見てみたい。ミケランジェロが暮らしたイタリアで彼の息吹を感じながら学んでみたい。そう思った。
That's so cool.
分かってる。けれどもう溢れ出す好奇心を抑えることができない。好奇心は猫をだとしてもたった一度の人生だ。後悔はしたくない。キッドが教えてくれたのかもしれないな。
Wow, this conversation was so good. Wow. Oh, man. Pie and mash.
そうだ。さくらに晩ご飯させって言われてるんだった。え、晩ご飯？ちなみに今日は鍋焼きうどん。鍋焼きうどんですって。
Of course. Classic. She's too honest with herself. Yeah, she's very honest.
笑わないでよ。あれは
Oh.
レベッカさん。どうしてこんなところに？お迎えに上がりました。お迎え？肖像画の件です。お嬢様がお屋敷でお待ちです。今？ダメですよ。私、鍋焼きうどんが待ってるんですから。車でおよそ3時間ほどかかりますので、一刻も早くお支度をしていただかないと。もたもたしていると日が暮れます。私の話聞いてますか？聞く必要がありますか？すごい。これが噂の。無駄話をしているいとまはございません。
Wow.
さあ、お早く。
You can't even eat anything, and now you have to go on a 3-hour journey without eating anything. She's gonna be starving once she gets there.
鍋焼きうどんも逃げたりしないよ。ありがとう。準備してきます。ちょっとだけお待ちください。敷地内に入りました。
Oh, we're
橋を
here.
越えたらアストリアハウス
Wow. Man, the landscapes look so good in this show. It makes you want to travel, doesn't it? This show. Want to go out and see those kinds of sights. What's up?
遅いって。突然呼び出したのはそっちですけれども。だから何？
Yeah, you can't win against her. You cannot win against her. Don't even try. That's a lot of windows.
何やってるのリリーさん。はい。ここで書くんですか？そうよ。早く準備して。私も着替えてくるから。
Hmm.
あちこち高級品だらけで緊張する。絵の具落としたり油飛ばしたりしたら家具を汚したら弁償して。やっぱり綺麗だな、キャサリンさん。やっと仕上げなのね。はい。手が遅くてすみません。別に責めてるわけじゃないわ。それに、他人行儀の。
Oh, here they go.
私のことはキャサリンと呼んで。そんな失礼なこと。私がいいと言ってるの。
She's so cute.
わかった？わかったよ、キャサリン。それでいいわ。とても静かだね、ここ。両親はスイスで紅葉中。バーゼルの別邸にいるから。じゃあ今、このお屋敷にはキャサリンだけ？そうよ。でもレベッカも他のメイドもいるから何も問題はないわ。へえ。はあ、どうしたの？やっぱり退屈。ごめん。あともうちょいだから。
I feel like she may have gotten Lily over here just because she was bored. She was like, I need someone here.
いつも同じ服ね。絵を描くときはいつも白衣。話じゃないわ。バカにしてるの？そうね。私あんまりお洋服持ってないから生活に余裕もないし、たまに買っても似たような服になっちゃったりして。
Ooh, is she gonna give her some outfits?
キャサリン？
Are they gonna play dress up for a bit? That's cute.
リリー、いらっしゃい。でも絵がいいからすぐ来なさい。
Wow.
これ全部あげるわ。
All of them?
もう流行遅れなものばかりだけど、ダッサいあなたには逆にぴったりじゃない？サイズも私とあまり変わらないでしょ？少しのっぺりしてるけど。
Of course, she needs to throw this one in there.
どうリアクションしていいの？小言はいいから、とにかく着てみなさい。今？
Oh, look at that smile on Catherine's face.
この襟のレースのデザインがすごく素
She's really passionate about clothes.
女王のウェディングドレスやベールに用いられた有名なものよ。
Wow.
女王様のドレスにすごい素敵すぎる。これはトレンドを取り入れ
Ooh,
た
okay.
ゴスリンのハイウエストドレス。これは袖の刺繍
How
がポイン
cute.
トなの。オーガンジーに銀糸で施されていて、光の角度によって様々な色に変化するのよ。
Yeah, she's so passionate about it. That's so cute.
こんな良質なものはなかなか手に入らないんだから。キャサリン、本当にお洋服が
Yeah.
好きなんだね。どうしたの？私、リリに謝る。
Wow.
この前は突然お部屋に押しかけてしまってごめんなさい。
Wow.
あ、いや、それは別に困惑してしまって。私は今まで結婚以外のことを考えたりしなかった。だからリリに好きなことは何と聞かれたとき、何を言われてるかさえわからなかったの。あれからいろいろ迷い出してしまって、このまましきたりに従って結婚することが、チャーチ家に入ることが本当に自分にとって正しい道なのか、たくさん考えたわ。そして思ったの。絶対に嫌。
Wow. Eh. What?
どうして私の人生を私が決めちゃいけないの？しかも婚約者がよりにもよってあのキッドよ。あの牧人人はね、私のことなんて全く興味がないの。そんなことあるのよ。キッドは絵のこと以外何の興味もないの。昔から。
Hmm.
絵に打ち込むリリを見て、キッドと同じだって思った。それに嫉妬したの。同時にとても羨ましいと。
Oh, they're having a heart to heart.
だって
That's
私には何
adorable.
もないから。でも気づいた。一つだけあった。辛い時も悲しい時も、私はこの美しいドレスたちと共にあった。大げさだと言われるかもしれないけど、身につけるだけで生きる勇気をもらえたの。私にとってかけがえのないもの。それを気づかせてくれたのはリリー、あなたよ。私？あの肖像が実はとても気に入ってるの。
Dude, I
ドレ
love
スを見て微笑むキャサリン・アスター。
Sumire Uesaka's voice here.
あんな風に見え
She's
る
so good.
レベッカはあの笑顔に小言ばかり言うけど、私は
Oh.
大好き。キャサリン。だからこのドレスはそのお礼。自分の気持ちに気づかせてくれたリリエの。そんな受け取れないよ。いいから全部持っていきなさい。全部って。あ、そうだ。
Oh.
はあ？
Who is this?
はいはい、今行きますよ。どうなんだ？
Ooh, a kimono.
これが
Oh, that's so cute. They're exchanging clothes.
なんて美しいの。絵画のような色鮮やかで美しい模様が特徴。絶対キャサリンに似合うと思ったんだ。はい。
Wow, that's the perfect color for her as
理由
well.
は後でちゃんと教えるね。嬉しい。肖像がね、生意気なようだけど、私はキャサリンの内面 うしてもキャサリンの美しさを表現できなくて悩んでた。だから随分と時間がかかっちゃった。でも今なら書ける気がする。キャサリンのドレスへの思いと、私の全てを筆に乗せて最高の一枚に仕上げてみせる。リリー、ごめんなさい。せっかくだけど、やっぱりあの絵描き直してちょうだい。なんで依
Crazy.
頼させてもらうわ。どんなに時間がかかってもいい。だからこの着物姿を描いてほしい。
Oh man, this is getting me in the feels. This is so cute.
私の初めての友達
Oh,
リリに
you and me both, Lily.
依頼受けてくれる？
Who's the guest though? I'm worried. Oh,
石川諸信の見返り美人って絵があってね。キャサリンは首が綺麗だからそれをモチーフにして。楽しみにしてるわ。お嬢様。どうしたのレベッカ。リチャード様がお見えです。急ぎの用とのことですが。
Richard.
着替えてくるわ。書斎でお待ちいただいて。はい。
Is that Bach? At the back? I think so. Oh, this guy. The brother, right? Yeah.
お待たせいたしました。リチャード様。どうされたのですか？こんな時間にいらっしゃるなんて珍しいですわね。
キャサリン、探していたんだ。ワイルドのドリアン・グレイの肖像。
Oscar Wilde.
ご用
Okay.
は何でしょう？
夜分に申し訳ない。急を要する話があって。クリストファーはすでにドラナムホールへ戻っている。
きっとドラナムホールへ。なぜです？
キャサリン、
No.
週末、
Wedding?
君とクリストファーの結婚式を執り行いたい。
What? Oh, oh, that complicates things. Wait, it's the end? Wait, that's it. Wow. What? Oh, man. Oh, my favorite episode so far, and I feel like that happens with every single episode of this show. Every single episode that I watch just ends up becoming my favorite episode. I think the show is just getting better and better and better. I am getting more and more and more and more invested in it, and it's so good. I am so fully bought in. I think this show just tickles that part of my brain that completely clicks with me. And I love it. I love it. I love the way that they do character progression. I love the way that they show relationship growing between characters, right? I also really like, as I said, like those small details about, you know, how this world here is happening in like 1910s. So obviously the way that people are gonna think is gonna be different. It just shows how much thought was put into the show, into every single aspect of the characters as well, right? Like the creator really thought about like how a character differs in this time to us, right, in our time and stuff like that, which is really cool to see. Really cool, man. As I said, I love Catherine. Catherine is a fantastic character. So I am very much curious to see how they're gonna handle this entire thing at the end with Kit and stuff, right? I'm gonna guess that obviously it wasn't Kit who asked for the wedding to happen. I'm guessing the family kind of like was like, hey, yo, we're gonna do this. Maybe because he was like, I wanna, you know, maybe step away from the academy because of everything that happened or something along those lines. Or maybe the family pulled them out of the academy themselves to prepare for this wedding ceremony. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see, right? But I do wonder, maybe the entire slap that Lily gave him, I don't know, maybe that was also one of the catalysts for this wedding ceremony that's gonna happen. I don't know. right? I don't know. Also, one thing that I love about this show is they actually talk about, they don't shy away from like real, like showing that this is actually the real world and stuff like that, right? They show, first of all, like real people in pictures. We saw, like, I think it was Bach in the background. We saw some real pictures from our world. We saw, like, obviously the history of the, like, some of the kings and stuff at the pub, right, were noted down, and they were all, obviously, it seemed like, at least I'm pretty sure they were all like correct, like real history and stuff. They mentioned like Oscar Wilde here, which just makes it feel a lot more natural, makes the world feel a lot more yeah, I guess a lot more realistic. I love that. It's small details, you know. If all the pictures in the back were just like completely original for this anime, and like of like completely random people that we don't know, then I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you would lose that small bit of additional realism that this kind of thing adds here, right? I love it. I love it. I think, yeah, this show is an absolute masterpiece so far. So I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen next. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.